Welcome back, my prime killers. How you doing today? It's Chris here. We're going to be playing alternate rounds for you guys on... Is it Maze? What the heck is the name of this? I forget what the name of it is already, guys. Please forgive me. I'm actually going to be doing a Dart Monkey start over here, guys. Sometimes I like Quincy, but he just doesn't have that camo detection. And that can be a pain for all of us. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this guy right about here. And we're going to get him up to a really nice, quick, enhanced eyesight. We're going to get a sniper really quick over here. We're going to pop this guy. It's going to be very, very particular. We're going to put him right here, actually, so we can see almost all of the map, but not quite all of it. We're going to put him on strong, and we're basically going to get the full metal jacket pretty quick as well, but I just like having just a one low-level sniper. It just makes everything go so much more smoothly. I like it smooth. I don't like speed bumps. I don't like big holes in the ground or anything like that, guys. We always like to just go smooth, right? So that makes sense. So even if Bloons are leaking through or something, sniper, that's what he's good for, boys. And because of that, we can also get quick shots, very quick shots, and all the way up to this triple shots without too many issues. Do please keep in mind, though, that you're going to have to get the triple shots, you're going to have to get your sniper going, and then finally get to start popping Quincy down over here. If you go in any sort of other order over here, it might cause some issues for you. Like if I, like at this point, I'm like, oh, let's pop Quincy down. Oh, that'd be wonderful. That sounds like a great idea. But then the lead balloons will kill you. It sucks too because 2 lead balloons come out on round 10, and if you miss that up. I mean, if there's only one, like you could just tank it with your extra 25 lives here. But because there's 2, then we're gonna actually go down to our real lives over here, and that's not fun for anybody. So, you guys might be seeing this video a couple days after Prime Day, but I just want to talk about it a little bit. I feel like Prime Day sucks. If you guys don't know what Prime Day is, it's well, you guys probably have used Amazon, right? You guys have probably bought something off Amazon. I used to love Amazon. These days, I don't know. I'm not gonna talk too bad about it, but I'm not exactly as much of a fan as I used to be. In fact, I canceled my Amazon Prime, and I'm actually pretty happy about it. I feel like I'm not losing out at all, to be completely honest with you guys. So we're going to put Quincy all the way in the back here. It might seem like a bad spot, but what we can do is we can hit all 3 spots. So we can hit... Here, let me earn some money really quick so I can show you guys without actually showing you guys. We can hit over here for our initial shot, we can hit over here for our secondary shot, and still, if we need to, if we really get tight over here, we can still hit all the way over in this corner right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be playing it safe today, guys. I am going to be going for a spike factory, but first, before I get there, I do want to get a banana farm. It's a little greedy to go get a banana farm on alternate rounds, but in my opinion, it's going to make our late game way easier. And on a map like this, where you do have a little bit of a struggle fest against some of these Bloons, I think it's well worth it. So, have a little bit of a harder time in the front part of the game to have a way easier end game. You know, if we did die right now, it's like, okay, well, we beat 16 rounds. Okay, we wasted 3.5 minutes. Okay, well, that sucks, but it's not terrible. But if we lost on round 80, then we wasted, 20 minutes of our time or whatever. So I'd rather waste 3 minutes than 20 minutes. Even if I have to do this a multitude of times, that's what I'd rather do. So let's get this guy up just a little bit higher. I don't want to go too crazy with it. I want to make sure, I'm going to try and do no lives lost as usual, guys. It's not a requirement, but I like doing it no lives lost if at all possible. Don't forget, you always got Quincy's ability over here, which does help you out a bunch. So, 865 bucks for the spike factory. Well, we got regen blacks coming out. Holy crap, man. Woo! Woo! But here's our spike factory all the way in the back. Doesn't help us out quite that much against regen balloons, but helps us out a ton against them camo balloons and just random balloons that are very, very sneaky over here. Which is not a rarity, by the way. There are a lot of sneaky balloons on alternate rounds that you're just not ready for. That would just, right there, would have hurt us a little bit. You know, round 20 plus, these are these tougher rounds for us to pop right now. But what I want to do is I want to get one quick camo detection sniper. You always need that to pop the one camo lead on 24, and I think there's camo leads on 28 and 32, I think. So it's good to just get one quick sniper over here. He's probably the cheapest camo lead popping power that you can get. There might be another way that might be cheaper, but I'm just going to say that it's one of the easiest, best ways to go for. So we popped on another one of these guys, but you can tell we're starting to struggle at least a little bit. Now we got huge chunks of camo balloons coming out over here as well, but now Quincy has camo detection, and he shoots 2 arrows at a time, baby. So these camo balloons are not going to be a big deal for us at all. You can tell even our little baby Dart Monkey over here is actually taking these guys down for the most part. Spike Factor cleans up anything else, and we didn't even have to use our ability with Quincy right there. So it looks like regen leads on around 28, and I think camo leads on around 30. I think. But after we do this, that's when we're going to have to get it to be a little bit more on the tight side here, guys. That's where we actually have to plan ahead a little bit, do some good popping power over here, and stop relying on our banana farms over here and start relying on our true popping power. We'll talk about prime day in just a second here, man. But here we go. This is where it starts to get a little tricky, right? It's not exactly like we're rocking these Bloons right now, so let's start popping some stuff in here. I'm feeling a Druid today. I like him for just a little bit of extra bonus popping power. Just get Hard Thorns and Thorn Swarm, and it's a huge bonus. Huge amount of popping power. Plus, he throws sort of in like a spray, and right where he's positioned, his spray is going to be really, really effective right here. Spray, spray, spray. An explosion's doing some extra damage over here. Again, Spike Factory, cleaning anything else up that's left over here. So, a surprisingly good tower that I don't often use that much is the Tack Shooter. And I was thinking about popping one of these Tack Shooters in here, and like my first thought was like, heck yeah, dude, this thing's going to be freaking amazing. And then I thought about it a little bit more, and I'm like, ooh, it doesn't have camo detection, though. And camo detection is going to be an important thing for me, so sadly, I do have to stay away from it at least a little bit. So we're going to pop our quick Monkey Village over here with Monkey Business and Monkey Commerce. Still struggling a little bit. We got ceramic balloons coming out and stuff like that. But I think we can get our Super Monkey down before we run into any real major issues here, as long as we use Quincy's ability right here to take down some of these ceramic layers. Boom, with the explosions, baby. Booyah, baby! Take them all down. Now our Super Monkey's going to be extra specially cheap right here. Spike Factory again, just cleaning up any blues that are left over. Wonderful. Super Monkey positioning is going to be sort of important for us here. I think when I put him here, if I get the extra range bonus on this, we should be okay. Again, I'm still a little bit weak on this camo detection, so... Oh, crap. Oh, man. So can we take him down here? Come on, little ninja buddy, you can do it! Whoa! No, we lost some lives! Okay. There we go, man. We lost some lives. We just couldn't handle it as we currently are. Oh, it's so sad, but it's okay. Instead of going for anything too crazy, I actually want to go for a Monkey Ace over here. We're going to put this, again, in range of the Monkey Village. We're going to get him up to a rapid-firing, loading more dartsing fighter plane right here. I'm going to stay away from any of the other upgrades right now. What you guys are understanding is that this guy is just a moab pop power tower. He does pop a little bit of extra balloons over here, but that's not really his main job. He's just setting myself up for around 40 here. In the meantime, I also wanted to get that camo check, so we're going to get the row blocker and the radar scanner over here. And with all these guys, believe it or not, we actually can pop the Moab class balloon. This guy is going to be the key to it, though. Don't ignore him. Don't think, oh, I don't like Monkey Aces for Moab popping power. You'd be wrong, my friends. You'd be wrong indeed. So this guy's going to be some of my main popping power for this guy, but I want to make sure that I have something else to clean it up in the end here. So I'm going to pop down another ninja over here. Let's see, can we put him in range here? Looks like we can. We're going to get this Captain Ninja's plan, distraction, and everything, and then we're going to use Quincy's ability here at the very last second to make sure we take these things down. Alright, so a little bit on the close side there, but we did end up taking it down without any real major issues right there. And even if we did, we'd probably lose just a couple lives if we didn't end up getting all that stuff up. But now it's time, guys. We need to get a good amount of pop power. So the Super Monkey is going to be our guy right here. But I'm not going to go for the knockback Super Monkey. I'm actually going to go for the Plasma Blast Super Range and eventually get up to my Plasma Robo over here. Now, I will say that this is probably the toughest level for... out of all the beginner maps, it's actually probably the toughest level. So I completely understand that. I know that it's not going to be super duper easy for you guys, but if you build things in a similar position, even if you lose some lives, you're definitely not going to lose the game. So here we go, Plasma Blast, and now it's a game changer right here, guys. We got Plasma Blast. I'm going to go for the super range, though. I do feel like it's going to be pretty important for us, and the epic range on top of that, believe it or not. Epic range. And like I said, the positioning is going to be important, because now I'll get hit over here, and still hit over here if they're trying to sneak through in the end. Awesome. Alright. Do a little bit of dance over here. Come on, my dumb monkey, do a dance. So we did a full-on jumbling dance right there. That's what we call that, the jumble dance. My ninjas currently aren't that strong, but eventually they will be. I'm going to go for a 4th tier ninja up to distraction, so I can send back any ceramics that are trying to sneak through my defense. But before I get there, believe it or not, I actually want to go for the monkey town. But even crazier, I'm actually not going to build another monkey village in the range of my current monkey village. There's not enough room. So I just have to say screw it, and I just have to spend the extra money here to make sure that I take the stuff down. It's a little on the sad side, but it'll be okay. We'll make it work for ourselves. So, okay, Prime Day. It's time, guys. So I gotta say that the first Prime Day, if you guys didn't know, was actually 3 years ago. Or 2 years ago. It wasn't last year. It was the year before that was the first Prime Day. And the reason why I know that is because that was when I first moved in to my first house over here. So we're actually going to use Quincy's ability really quick right away as soon as we can hit these Bloons right here, man. Quincy, go, 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 baby. You got to take down these Bloons right here. They are going to be strong, man. And then the rest of these guys should get taken down pretty easily. Next thing I want to do is I want to get my Robo Monkey flowing over here. So let's save up for this guy. See, the Plasma Monkey's going to take down all these Bloons, no worries. Plus, we're getting double money on, or 1.5 times money on all these Bloons right here. So it's going to be easy to afford this thing. So the reason why I know that, actually, is because on that Prime Day was actually right when I moved into my first ever house that I lived out of my parents' house. Well, technically not the first one. When I was in college... That I don't really count that. Like my first real place away from home, I guess. And I had to buy a lot of things. You know, you don't realize it, but to have a house, you have to buy all of the kitchen stuff. You have to buy all of kitchen stuff was the main thing, man. All the random stuff. You don't realize how much stuff you need to make a kitchen actually work. You know, like even stupid thermometers, even getting like decent amount of spoons and little spatulas and like a blender and like and a coffee maker and all this other random junk that you just don't even think about that like your parents have built up over time. Toasters and all this other junk that don't always just like magically appear out of nowhere, you know? So, actually the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a Heart of Thunder over here and the Druid of the Storm, and I'm going to go all the way up to the Ball Lightning right here. I'm going to get the Heart of Oak as well, and I'm actually going to go for a second Druid over here. Believe it or not, I'm going to go for second Druid. He doesn't have to be in range, because the main thing I want to get is just a 1, 2, 3. We're going to get a Druid of the Jungle right here, because he's got infinite range, slurp a ceramic down to nothing, including, believe it or not, reinforced ceramics as well. So I'm going to get 2 of these guys over here, using my positioning well 1, 2, and 3. Not going to get any other upgrades beyond that for these guys. I just want those third tiers so I can slurp away the ceramic layers really quickly. You can see how well they're working over here. Plus, I'm getting the extra money from these guys too. So you can see how it's adding up pretty quickly to actually be a reasonable tower for our team. Like I said, I did want to get my 4th tier ninja over here, and I'm thinking about going all the way up to the Blue Jutsu Master over here. And I don't mind selling my random 3 banana farms over here either. They're going to be kind of pricey. But we got to keep in mind that round 63 is still going to be difficult no matter what. So for me, my personal favorite way to play this game, guys, is with the Glue Gunner. So I believe that there's camo Bloons coming out, so I'm actually going to pop down another monkey village up in the front here. I'm going to make a sort of secondary Moab defense up in the front here. Now, it seems weird because I'm building a Glue Gunner right here. Like, why is this a Moab defense? Well, this is just around 63 defense, but I also want to get a Moab defense over here. So, let's do it like this. We're going to build a couple Moab... Oh, you know what I forgot to do, guys? Crap, I forgot to get the monkey freaking business over here. Gosh. Oh, no, I needed camo detection. What am I doing? Oh, my God. Chris, you're just wasting money over here. Let's do this instead. Let's go for the radar scanner and the jungle drums. I'm cool with that. And then I'm going to go for my my Moab popping power, basically. I'm thinking about a couple cannons. I'm thinking about a tack shooter or 2. Thinking about a couple other sort of bonuses over here that I can use to sort of help myself out over here. And then, beyond that, though, I really want to get the Grandmaster Ninja. I think he's going to be a great tower for this game because he doesn't really need to have that infinite range to be like a solid tower. So he's just going to get... I think the Seeking Shurikens can just whoop around all the random stuff in the way over here. But the main thing is my Glue Gunner for round 63 is going to be really, really important. Make sure I'm gluing all of the ceramics, not just some of them, all of them. And that's why I got them on strong instead of last. Nice. So round 63, here you go. Oh wait, is round 63 going to be easy for us or what? Don't forget, these druids, man, if you check it out, like, they're not even in range of anything. They've already got 3,000, 4,000 pops over here. Like, are they really doing that great? Yeah, they are. They're a pretty freaking solid tower, man. So the ball lightning just burns through those freaking Bloons right there. Doesn't seem like it, but if you actually look at the pop count, man, shazam! Taking these guys down. But let's build some of these bad boys. We're going to go cannon. I'm talking cannon. I'm talking cannon. What's another good Moab pop power tower? Oh, that was on range. There's a couple good Moab pop power towers. I'm thinking attack shooter over here as well. If we can fit this guy inside the range here. You know, we'll just sell one of these cannons. Screw it. Put attack shooter over here. And I'm going to get this guy up to a overdrive, faster shooting guy. I'm going to go for a Moab Mauler right here, but I'm not going to get any of the extra upgrades beyond just the Moab Mauler aspect. I'm just going Moab Maulers here, man. The other things don't help out much against the Moab and BFB class Bloons, just against the Bloons inside. So I just want to take down the Moab layer, let my glue do a lot of the work, and let this Robo-Monkey sort of clean up anything that's kind of sneaking through over here. That's kind of my plan. We're going to see if it works out well for us. So far, it's working out pretty decent. It's not perfect. The mobs, especially these reinforced mobs, are pretty strong. So I wouldn't mind adding a little bit of extra popping power in here as well. Or extra Moab popping power in here. So I'm thinking let's go for one last wizard over here. I don't need to go all the way to an Archmage to make this guy worthwhile. So I'm thinking if I can fit him right here, man, this would be wonderful. Bam. Right in range here. We're going to go for a 4th tier Arcane Spike. But then here is something that a lot of people are going to end up doing wrong. They're probably going to go for the Fireball and the Wall of Fire. It's actually the wrong way to play it. You want to get the Intense Magic, and then if you want to get the Monkey Sense, you can, but I already have it with my radar scanner here, so I'm not worried about that. But what this guy's going to do is going to just blast through the freaking mobs and do pierce, and a lot of pierce and a lot of damage to the Bloons. We're going to slice through the higher tier Bloons with this thing. It actually looks really freaking cool, kind of flying all over the screen too if he misses. So, I mean, that's fun. But you can see we're doing a perfect job so far, absolutely annihilating these things. I still feel like my Bloon popping power is a little bit on the lackluster side. So, I don't think I can get the Grandmaster Ninja here, man. Let's go for something else that can pop the Bloons. Let's go for some Juggernauts. So, actually, believe it or not, I just kind of like this position. Let's do this. Let's pop one here and one here. One here and one here. Alright, now we gotta do this in sort of a weird way. We're gonna put this guy... Oh, no. Put this guy on last, this guy on first, this guy on last, and this guy on first. This guy's going to also be on... I don't know. This is actually a bad position here. But that's okay. We're just going to leave him on first. And we're going to get all of these guys up to Catapults, Spikapults, and Juggernauts. We're going to get all these guys up to Juggernauts. Juggas. Jugganuggas. There we go. We got a bunch of Juggernauts right here, and they are going to be a ton of Bloon popping power for us. Sort of an underestimated tower that we don't use all that often, but for this game mode, it's going to work out pretty perfectly. It's going to shoot down straight lines for us, do a lot of group damage to the Bloons, so we get our kind of Moab defense in the front here, we got the Juggernauts to clean everything up else in the back here, and I can't see us losing this game here, guys. We're going to easily take this thing down. But anyways, to finish... Oh, man, I didn't even freaking tell my story today, man. Prime day. So the first year that we did it, I was just moving to my house, and I bought all the cool things that I was going to need. I needed like a lawnmower, I needed like a lawn spreader for all the fertilizer, and knives, and like all this other junk that like you don't realize how expensive it is. And it was like over $1,000 just to like buy all the stuff that I wanted. Beyond that, I also ended up buying a ping pong table, because that was my dream. I've always wanted a ping pong table in my life, and I finally just said, screw it, dude, I'm buying a ping pong table. And I did. And it was amazing, and I do not regret my decision at all. But anyways, I bought all this stuff on Prime Day, and everything was actually on a pretty good deal. Now, I'm always that person where I do shop around, and I actually check on Camel. If you guys don't know, man, Camel is like the way to frickin' go. You can use some other apps and stuff like that if you want to, or like browser extensions if you want to like help yourself in making sure that you're not spending extra monies. But I used to just use Camel just to see what the prices are and how they're comparing to normal. And or sometimes I go to other websites and just kind of check out their prices as well. And I got great deals on everything. I was actually really excited, and I actually felt like everything was nice. The next year, Prime Day, and actually, you know what, I noticed that my friends were not super duper happy with the deals. It's like if you already have most of the stuff that like blenders and all this other junk that you have in your kitchen, like you don't need to get new ones for everything. So I understand why not everybody was happy with it, but for me, I was really happy. I probably saved like $300 or something like that, $400 just like by shopping on Prime Day. You know, getting an extra 15-20% off of normally already sale-ish items. So anyways, oh, you know what I forgot to do here, guys? I forgot to get cam detection for these guys. So I don't know how important that's going to be, but let's just make sure we buy it real quick. I'd rather not lose the freaking game in a stupid way, you know? So the next year, I went and I tried to buy. I went on Prime Day. I'm like, "Blast! It was freaking amazing. This year's gonna be just as good, if not better, dude." And it was not. It was actually pretty bad, and I was a little upset. I'm like, "Really? Like this is?" It felt like they were just throwing, it was like all stuff that nobody ever wanted to buy, just like in the warehouse, that they're just like, we need to get rid of this stuff. And so the next year, I was just upset with Prime Day. I'm like, okay, this is terrible. And I noticed that, you know, basically the way I thought about it, the way other people thought about it the first year, was like definitely the way I thought about it the second year. So it was interesting, to say the least. And I don't know, I was just a little bit upset about it. But it is what it is. They got to make their money, and I completely understand that. So I moved on with my life, and I just said, okay, whatever. I don't need to buy everything all the time. You don't need a million things in life, man. I like things, I sure do, but I don't need to buy all this crap if I don't need it. So I didn't buy barely anything. I bought like a couple things here and there that I already kind of need, and I was waiting for Prime Day for it to go on sale, but it really didn't go on sale, so I'm like, I'll just buy it anyways, just because I needed it. So, oh, look at that, man. That looks really cool, just having that thing circle around like that. Isn't that awesome, though? What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this guy down in the back here. He's not in range of anything, but I just want to get an extra quick pop and power tower here, just in case anything goes crazy on me. Just because any weirdo rushes come out against me. There's a singles only guy for 79, but there's a doubles only guy for around 80. So anyways, I was a little upset with Prime Day, and this year I'm just expecting it's going to be very similar to last year. I go on Amazon Prime, and first of all, I already canceled my Amazon Prime because I was really upset with the service that I got when I was buying all my computer parts. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm just going to cancel this. It's really just not worth it for me anymore. $13 a month or whatever, for, you know, all I used it for was for the free shipping. I didn't use the Amazon Video or anything like that, and maybe that was just my fault in the first place. But I just need the free shipping. They should have like 2 different ways to do it. Have Amazon Prime where you can get the free shipping, and have Amazon Prime where you get everything. Like, if they did 2 different ways to do that, I'd be super duper happy. But I don't need it. I didn't use it, and it just wasn't worth it for me. So this year, I didn't have Amazon Prime, but I was looking at the deals, and I was a little upset. I'm like, oh, I don't get to get any of these deals. And then I tried actually looking at like what I was missing out on. Nothingness. Literally, I would have bought nothing today, even if it wasn't sale. There's only one thing that I even had my eye remotely on, and it was something that I was just like, it's not worth it for me to even try to get, you know? It's only an extra $5 off than usual when I looked at Camel. I'm like, I'm really not getting like an amazing deal, you know? It's like if I bought Amazon Prime for 1 month, I'd be wasting money getting this extra deal right here, you know? It's just not worth it for me. So make sure you guys are smart with your shopping. Just because something is on sale does not mean you need it, and sometimes the sales, quote unquote, are actually lies. Check out Camel if you guys haven't. It's camel.com. Literally camel. I kept saying that kind of fast because it's triple camel. But the reason why they do it is call it camels because you got humps and it goes up and down, and the prices always change. They're just not set. The weird algorithms do whatever the heck they do to make money for Amazon, and if they don't have a lot of something, they raise the price, supply and demand, man, and that's how things work. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you press that like button for me. If you haven't subscribed yet, feel free. And of course, have a super duper. By the way, I'm not sponsored by this video at all, just in case you guys are wondering. I did say a lot of bad things about Amazon, but a couple good things. I'm not sponsored. And of course, have a super duper delicious day.